All right, so today I'm at Lake Arcadia and I'm trying something new. I'm riding on a single speed. It's my first time, so we're fun to see how this goes without having any gears to shift into. So why single speed? Well, that's a good question. And I may end up regretting it by the time I finish my ride today. But motivation for it is, well, one, to give it a shot. Two, it's supposed to help you be a stronger rider. And fitness is definitely a category of mine that needs improving. So I'm thinking this more of as a workout rather than a lifestyle. Also, from what I understand from riding single speed, you really have to conserve your momentum because you don't have a lower gear, easier gear to drop down to get you up and over things. And that is a problem I have riding geared bikes. I get lazy and just get lazy and just kick down into an easier gear. So I'm hoping to use this as a training tool. Kind of go from there. And when they say, oh, I see some people say that, oh, single speed is simplicity. No gears to mess with, etc. Hey, puppy. Well, that may be true. Researching the gearing and all that good kind of stuff, it's not really simple at all. So many variables go into gear selection, such as what kind of trails you're riding, how strong you are, your desired top speed is, also what kind of tires you have can affect it. So there's all this math involved. So basically I just picked an easy gear and we trial and error. I asked the guy I know who rides single speed exclusively, hey, what kind of gearing should I run? He said, depends. So really comes down to the individual rider. So that's kind of cool because really single speed it's your bike. You and I could swap our geared bikes and be fine, but oh, this is gonna be fun right here. But on a single speed, you know, one of us is stronger than the other. Oh. I knew that was going to be tough. One of us is stronger than the other. The gearing will be wrong for the bike. So for my gearing choice for today, I have a 32 tooth chain ring and a 20-tooth rear, which is probably pretty easy of gearing, but I'm not that strong. This is the first ride out. This trail has some climbs to it. I'm also, on this bike, I have 3-inch, it's 27.5 plus, 3-inch tires. These are V-tire bulldozers, which are probably the grippiest tires I have ever ridden in my life, but they also have a pretty high rolling resistance. So I'm erring on the side of easy to get me up and over. Whee! But my max top speed pedaling speed is probably not going to be very high. That's okay. Now one could say, hey, if you want to just do single speed, just don't shift. Well, I don't trust myself, because at some point I think you'll find yourself reaching for that shift lever even if you're not wanting to, but without having it, kind of all in. There's no bailout. And the joke is that I read, there's single speeds, actually 3 speeds: spinning, mashing, and walking. Or never have to worry about being in the right gear because you're always in the wrong one. So I guess we'll see. All right, this is going to be a good test here. We got a pretty punchy little climb. Several of them. So get on, get some momentum. That wasn't too bad. Recover. See, normally I spin my way up this particular climb. Now I'm standing and mashing. I'm afraid to look down and see what my heart rate is currently. All right, I'm gonna pull over, let this guy get ahead of me. Right now, I'm running about 160 beats per minute heart rate. For me, and my good comfort level, it's like the mid 140s. Oh, I hate this part right here. So I have yet to reach for the brakes, or excuse me, the shifter. It's been going okay. Yeah, I got a pretty decent climb coming there. Hey. I think this is going to separate the men from the boys. Yeah, I could walk out here. Yeah, smash time. Yeah, 175 heart rate. That's about a 7% grade, according to Garmin. Oh. And it's gonna be break time. Ah. Took a little rest, get my heart rate down from cardiac arrest levels. And pushing on. So far, the gearing choice I made, I think it's about the right one for me. At least for this trail with these tires. Yeah, I'd hate to be pushing anything any harder than this right now. Now I got a downhill here, locally known as Kryptonite. This segment, or this hill. And I got a climber. Thank you. This is going to be cast iron mother coming back up that. But first, I gotta get past this upcoming climb, which is known as I got sand. There we go. Had some sand in my front brake. So this is now a super highway, and I'm gonna get a pretty good climb. Heart rate's not awful at the moment. Trying to recover. And some compression, so I'm gonna lock this sucker out. So here it is. Probably won't look like much on camera. Probably not much to a lot of people that really live, but for me and my fitness level, whew, still sitting and spinning. All right, that wasn't that bad. I'm gonna take 5. Yeah, that was good. And I forgot to mount a bottle cage on here. It's kind of in a rush to get out the door. So, I guess it gets to be thirsty for this entire trip. This guy. So one thing about this bike, both a pro and a con, its carbon frame is very stiff. And that's good when you really want to hammer. I mean, this thing accelerates easy. You go into corners and it just sticks there. I mean, it's interesting what you notice what isn't and what isn't there after you ride several different bikes of materials. I've got alloy, I got the steel bike. You don't notice it when you're on those bikes. When you got something really stiff, you go into corners and it's just like bam, no flex, and you just stick in those corners and rail them pretty good. Also with these tires, I'm able to lay the bike over more on these tires than any of the other tires that I've used. And I've got Maxxis DHFs on some of my other bikes, but this, God, I can go right into a flat corner, just lay it over, and it just sticks to the ground. Woo! But when it gets stiff, yeah, you get great acceleration and that kind of stuff, but man, all the roots and bumps, you feel all of it, the vibrations. Ah, this is gonna suck. I'll be right back. Yeah. All right. As I was saying, you feel all the rocks and roots and the constant vibration tires you out after a while. All right. Oh, time for another break. Be back in a few. Huh.